Okay, I have leveled everybody to 20. Some people who started at 10 actually managed to get to EL 16 instead of 15. The reason for that was I got them slightly into level 20, just enough to get them bumped over there. And this is the party that I'm planning to take up against the first series of bosses. Terra hasn't been around too much, Edgar hasn't seen a lot of stuff in a while, and Gao hasn't been used at all for pretty much any point of the game. The reason I picked this party is I wanted to use Gao. He's very vulnerable, and Edgar, I'm going to try out sword jumping, which is a new thing that kind of got added. Terra's using throwing weapons, because everything in this segment except Ultros, I think, is floating. I may switch to something else, though, for Ultros and the IAF. So here we go. Let's fight against the Air Force that the Empire has, even though we have the only airship in the world. Seriously, where did they get these guys? Like, when did they build an Air Force? When did that happen? So these are forced pincher attacks, which is kind of rough. Especially if they decide to gangbang Gao from the very start. Yeah, okay, stop that. Anyway, as I was saying, Gao has some use here because he has access to a number of rages that are helpful here. These are flying machines. Machines in this mod are weak to bolt and water. He's not doing a great amount of damage there, but it's pretty decent. Let's try... Terra knows Storm, which is also water, wind and water though, so that's a potential issue. The good thing about Terra for this is that she has a ton of MP right now. Even though she only has like 2 or 3 carbuncle levels, so it's only like 75 extra MP, but it does get multiplied a little bit. A missile, I think, is just fractional damage, so it seems dangerous, but it's not quite so bad. I think these guys also have my counter tools, so I want to test that. Yeah, I think they do. I may have slightly overestimated how good his Aqua Rake is going to be, but I'm thinking that'll be okay in the end. Also, he has a chance to use Fireball instead. But I don't think they're immune to fire, so he can still kill him with it. Well, let's see how good this... Well, no, we may not see how good this is, because I just said Terra attack. And she didn't throw. That's not bad. The spell doesn't go off because the spell never goes off, I think, if you already have killed them. Something else here. I think they're immune to this. Just testing it though. Oh, I had Terra attack herself. Good job. Yeah, they're immune to that. And Terra's gonna kill herself. Whoops. Welp! That was dumb of me. He can still technically win this. Or he can die. This is actually the first time I've died, and it's totally my fault because I had Terra attack herself. Oh boy. Yeah, let's just keep that going. Alright. Let's try that again. Should probably have everybody supporting him. Or I could boot him out. I kind of wanted to use him though, so... That would have been fine, except the stupid thing decided to put the cursor on Terra. Still considering maybe bumping him. His aqua rate was not as good as I was hoping. But I may be able to fix that somewhat. Not really, he doesn't have a whole lot of magic gear here. The tabby hide would increase it, but not enough. And I need the gator hides stuff. So we'll ignore that. Try it again. Honestly, Edgar's almost the weak link here. He's just not doing anything useful. I've got an idea. I got more MP than I got HP. Yeah, let's not do that though. Alright, he would compete for the gate with the gator hide. Should do this a different way. I got an idea. One thing I want to check. I think they are, though. Okay. He's the gator hide. That's a little better. Let's try this instead. I wanted to use Gal, but His Aqua Rake was not cutting it, and he doesn't have access to the Blizzard Orb right now. I need a real man with a real Aqua Rake. Yeah, Adamantite would be immune, and it has autosave. I was actually considering that against IAF, although there's also... because it's also Bolt immune. But... yeah, and Cyclonic, you would use Cyclonic and have autosave, which isn't bad. But I do want to try this out, because there is something I want to see if I can do. These things also have auto haste, so they're pretty constant in the damage that they do. Don't know that they'll even survive this. Yeah, he survived it. Come on, Terra, throw those things. There we go. This party has plenty of MP. Yeah, really enjoying how the enemy party always goes first every single fucking time. Oops, what was that for? Well, I got a plan for Setzer, sort of. I just need to stop making input mistakes. Oops. That wasn't what I meant to do. Good enough. Although everyone was pretty close to full anyway. Wow, that's not even a weakness. Oh, yeah, he shoots, he scores. Kobe! Oh, good. Do that right before that. Yeah, that's good. Just fucking kill Strago constantly. Oh, dude dodged it. Now we're going to attack you with the airship that we're already standing on. Setzer does not give a fuck. That's the signal that Ultros is approaching, but I'm pretty sure you are stuck fighting multiple fights no matter what. If he has a spare blackjack, then why do we need the Falcon later? Is that like his special blackjack that he won't let anybody else touch? No, you guys will blow this one up. Nobody gets to touch it. That's my baby. Every time! Get fucked. Okay, I might as well actually spend some MP here. Oh, so Blackjack is actually his, like, scale model? It's like his drone? Aw, so close. Now I'll just have to kill you with my infinite MP. And I just had Terra attack herself again. Very good, Terra. You can throw it yourself every freaking time, but you can't throw it these guys ever. All skill, baby. All skill. Okay. Alright. I guess Ultros just stands there. Okay, we don't want this. More or less. Yes, hi, Ultros. What's up? How are you there? Like, seriously. How would we not have noticed your friend if you're flying on him? Or can Ultros just fly? Is that how it works? Well, he is doing the Nazi salute with one of his tentacles there. Yeah, that ain't fun. Let's put a stop to that. Now, he's using a powerful water attack, but Terra and Setzer have gold equipment, and Strago has the gator hide, which... Now, I'm not technically supposed to have Refract, but it is legal to get it in the World of Balance. It's just difficult. Oh, too early. Too early. Way too early. Wait, do I have... Yeah, I do. Ho-ho-ho! Well, looky here. I discovered it a long time ago. Now, Ultros is weak to both fire and bolt. Chupon is only weak to bolt, I believe. Did Terra lose her image? I can't tell, or if it's just a graphical bug. She's gonna have Setzer heal. Overkill. I don't think I need Fire 3. Yeah, it barely does that much more damage for what it costs. I think she actually lost it there. I'm not sure what happened. Blaze isn't really doing a lot, so I'll just keep the image up. This won't strictly be necessary on the floating continent because Shadow has smoke bombs, so he could have set image no matter what. But I don't have him for this fight. Kobe! No luck, all skill. Price is Right losing Horn.avi. Oops. Can I nail it? No, I cannot. Almost did. Would have been funny to get like Ragnarok, but alas, it is not to be. I know she's in the back row, but I might as well. Okay, now, the difference between Ultros and Chupon is that Chupon is not weak to fire, and he can use a wind attack instead of a... Yes. It's hard to tell when somebody loses image versus just kind of not being there. But I think the two of them have lost it. So... Anyway, he can use wind. I don't know if anybody's protected from that. Strago might be, but Terra definitely is, because she's got her dad. So she can have both wind and water. Although she's got her Morph on, so she's already taking more damage as it is. gotta fix some stuff here. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to keep Strago alive with that stupid shit going on. Yeah, Ultros is dead, but he can still attack because fuck you. I should probably unmorph at this point. I don't think it's worth it. Show me losing. Ha! Sucker, that's what I wanted to do the whole time. Rather less bolt than I would have liked here, but I think we'll be okay against the IAF itself. Okay, sure, just miss every time that I cast it on anything ever. What was even the point of using the slow spell? Stuff that's set slow is so much better. Oh, way too early. Don't even know what I was thinking there. Okay, yeah, he uses Wind Slash on a timer there. It's not so bad, especially since we're about to heal it all off. But it would have killed Terra if she didn't have her dad equipped. Which sounds really weird. But that is indeed the case. She has her dad equipped. Okay, well, that didn't last long. There, now it worked. Oh, he has no MP. Of course he doesn't. Again, too early. Too far. I should probably just be hitting him at this point. Oh, I still have Image up. Image keeps not showing up, and then it's still there, and it's kind of annoying. Like, see, now it looks like Terra doesn't have Image, but she does. And it looks like Setzer doesn't, but he does. Yeah, he does. Everybody has it, so that's really confusing. And then it dropped off Setzer, I think. Whatever. Tincture right now, just so that I have MP for the IAF. Oh, well, okay. guess we win. Okay, so they knock you off the airship. What happens to them? Like, does everybody else come up and beat the crap out of them? What's the deal? That's completely unresolved. Now, we're not morphing. We certainly could, but we're not going to. I'm gonna take a... No, I'm not gonna take a risk. Kobe! Just imagine, if that had been Cyan, I could have pressed a button, waited 1 second, and done more damage. Makes you think. However, Setzer is always going to be valuable for this. Also, Setzer can do that to all enemies, so technically he has an advantage. Also, I don't think anything counters slots. I've looked, and I don't think anything counters it. Uses diffuser when it's alone, I think. Ooh, you know what else Setzer can do? Show me lucky sevens! Aw, if that had killed him, that would have been the best. Dice are so bad, though. But they increase magic. And ignore defense, so hey, how about that? Okay, I guess we have to talk to Shadow. Oh, gee, how did Shadow get to be 2015? Wow, that's some kind of ninja magic right there. What do I actually want to do here? Guess if Cyan's not going to use it, somebody should. I think he's fast enough that I want the Gaia gear instead. Yeah, I could give him the Memento ring, but let's not. I don't know if he's actually capable of sitting in front. He'll probably die a bunch, but hey, let's try it. What should I have Terra do? I'm tempted to put her up front with something, but... some Morning Star or the Blood Sword? The Blood Sword might work. Okay, let me think about this for a second. Dactyl and gargoyles. Gargoyles absorb earth, counter magic, and they got auto shell, but they have low defense. And what do we got? Wyvern, weak to bolt. Okay. Here's the solution to everything. Whoop, no, don't throw that. Yeah, I think no question Cyan is probably better than Setzer here. But Setzer has mid-battle healing. I think he uses Cyclonic if he's alone, so that was kind of a dangerous hit. Should probably have killed him first. Oh, so it's like Fireball on the ones on the river. It's just a different timer ability. Ooh, dragon. You know what? I ain't gonna fight you. So long, sucker. I just needed to look at you anyway. Ninjas. Kobe. Alright, now this is like pretty much the best helmet for Lock and Shadow because it grants the counter effect, and it's got a lot of good stuff on it otherwise. So, probably give this up for more block. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to use it right now, just for the extra stuff. But it is good to have. It's the one you want. Behemoth, alright. They're weak to ice, which I don't have! However, I wanted to try this out. Wait, I do have ice. What am I talking about? Kobe! Good job blocking, Shadow. You're a real testament to something. Ninjas. I like how the damage pops up where the sprite should be. Oh no, don't poke me with your little imp arms. this is, yeah, a monster. Gigantos. Who I'm reasonably sure is human. Is he vulnerable to this? Let's find out. He is! Get wrecked. Oh, was that supposed to hurt? Aww, so cute. He thinks he's people. I should probably put the Veil on Terra if I want this to actually proc. But it's the Blood Sword, so it's really not that important. Most of the time it won't. Woohoo! Hero Ring! Now that's actually kind of good. What do we got there? Yeah, it would lower his speed, and I don't know that we want him guarding, but it does give more HP at MP, so that's something. Actually, you know, we could use this. No, wait, you don't want it. What am I talking about? You might. Except, wait, you want the speed. Eh, screw it. Nobody wants this. Nah, I will find uses for it later, but I don't know. It is very good. Okay, some of these guys are undead. I can't remember what these guys are vulnerable to. I had a plan for Gao, and then I ended up not bringing him. Okay, so this actually should work. The Berserk part doesn't work. This part does. Thanks! It's a pretty nice attack you got there. Be a shame if something happened to it. Oh, sure, do that right before I heal. Jesus. Well, now you're an imp, so fuck off. There you go, Shadow, earning your reputation as not being terrible. You have one job, and that's to dodge every physical. I said you have one job. Close enough. That ain't bad for 6. There you go. Your one job. Setzer, roll him out. Alright. That's pretty good, actually. Unfortunately, that was the second best possible roll. So it's kind of garbage. Seriously, don't even remember my way around here. Oh boy, ninja. Double ninjas. Alright, don't do that. Do this. I wonder if this works. I should just look it up, but whatever. No idea if that worked. He's not muddled, but he might be berserked, I can't tell. Okay, I think he is berserked. That stops him from doing all his big screw you stuff. Yeah, they flip out and kill people. Except they flip out and don't kill people. Shadow, you have one job. Don't make me repeat myself. Dactyls. I kind of want them killed soon, so we will employ our little friend here. Kobe! It occurs to me that that would have been completely useless against Cyclonic, because it's fractional. Or whatever the hell it is that they use. This one, I haven't played in a while. The other one I think is just a dead end. Ninja, okay. Oh no, Setzer is blind. Except I think all his stuff always hits anyway. Yeah, but it won't override slots or magic. I think you just stopped yourself, buddy. Unless they're immune to their own stop, I can't remember. I don't even know why I'm preserving magic here. I have got so much of it, but just in case. I mean, Setzer's barely dipped into his MP at all, because he doesn't really need to. Alright, fine, we'll fight you. Trying to remember now. Is there anything that doesn't... Okay, so they resist basically all statuses except poison. But these also don't seem to have any particulars in terms of things they do or don't. Shadow, you have one job. This'll work. Kobe! Sure if that'll work on him, but K-O-B-E, Kobe Bryant. That's what you say when you make a difficult shot, because Kobe Bryant can make difficult shots. I got nothing bad to say about Setzer right now, other than that he can't hit weaknesses, but he can do defense ignoring damage to all enemies, so that's pretty good. Oops. Oh well, have a heal. A heal we probably have no need for. Well, it certainly doesn't hurt that I am God with the reels. And we get hit by Cyclonic anyway. And, okay, the one guy who doesn't dodge the stamina-resisted fractional damage attack is fucking Strago, whatever his name is. Of course. I mean, granted, this party has decent-ish stamina except for Setzer, but of course the one guy who has the most stamina doesn't dodge the attack. Okay, fine. I take back some of the bad things I said about Discord. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna, you know, like, it's cool, right? I'm not sure if these guys work for the Emperor. They just kind of live here. I don't know why the ninjas live here. The other ones I can just chalk up to weird shit. Weird Esper shit. But I can't explain, Uh-oh. Hey, you know what'll work? Ow. Yeah, get fucked. Setzer can kill you with dice, at least. Oh, sure, the one time that you do anything like that. Can I not get double turned here? Thanks. I don't actually know what to do here. Besides, stay healed. Can you please, like, blowfish or smirk the entire enemy party? Can we do that? Oh, good! This never fucking fails to hit people in stamina builds. Okay, I think he got stopped. So that's something. Okay, that was pointless then. Good thing Setzer rolled like an idiot. So Terra's now merely berserked, which I'm okay with, I guess. Unless she uses the blood sword on that Jin, which I should probably deal with. Oh good, she can't hit shit. I don't even know why I did that. I should have just cast Bio on the ninja. I'm never going for 777, man. You're not hitting that without pause buffering. I mean, I'm sure there's a way you can precisely time it, because it isn't random anymore. You know what? I should have probably brought way more of these. Bye! The second ninja star in the world of balance. Okay. Let's see if I can nail this. Kobe. Okay. Just out of curiosity, what can I raid from you? Please do an Imp Meteo on me, just so I can see how it goes. One job, Shadow. One job. think I have yet to have Raid ever give me any MP. Like, why does nothing have MP? Well, they should still have MP so I can steal it. Yeah, sure, whatever. Ah, you didn't even hit. Oh, but you're gonna use it twice. Good, that's fair. No, you still fucked up. You weren't expecting HP espers, were you? Aw, so close. Yes, Imp Medio! Wow, didn't even kill Terra. You have fucked up, son. You know what? I want you both to be imps. Oh, too late, you're dead. Shadow is like the most important guy in the Atmaweapon fight. For reals. Except this party's not fighting Atma. I just wanted to get all the treasure. Like I'm not fighting him with Cyan, come on. Aww, so cute. I'm almost tempted to leave you dead, but I won't. Oh wait, there's one thing I need to do. Well, he basically is the final boss of the World of Balance. Bye, Shadow. I took all your stuff. Whee! I don't even know if you need to do that. I think it might just remove it automatically or whatever. Either way, this party was not as good as I expected it to be. So the question is, who do we fight Atma with? Cyan is like totally obvious. He's got absurd HP. And Dragon ignores defense. And he's set up for stamina. We could bring Realm as the comedy option. She has no health, but she can sketch Flare. That's cool, but I don't think she's durable enough. Terra's still pretty good. Setzer not so much. I mean, he's a good healer, but I'd probably want to bring Gao or something, maybe. Gao can almost become invincible. His damage isn't great, but there's a way to get consistent damage while being almost invincible. I probably want to... Well, I have somebody who can do image and shadow. So, a second image creator, not bad. I guess there's always luck, maybe. He is very bulky, but Terra's bulkier and can morph. Although I don't know if I'll morph her or not. Edgar, possibly? Not sure. You could also Berserk Mog and have him use an Ice Rod, but at this point he doesn't really have that much of a health advantage on anybody else who uses rods, so it's not that safe. It's funny, but it's not safe. Safe is like Gao, Cyan, and maybe Terra just healing or something. Cyan and Gao should be able to pretty much output consistent damage. If you use Terra and Shadow as support, that might work. You don't have any haste, though. Well, you have Shadow's haste, I guess. But you also have Slim Jims, so maybe Terra, Cyan, and Gao? I don't know. It's a distinct possibility. Don't know whether I like it or not. But only Gao really is really low on health. There's also Shadow, so that is a problem if that's an issue. So another possibility would be to bring... You could even bring her. That's a problem if you get into the final segment, because she shows up and replaces Shadow. But you could always leave after you beat Atma. I don't have a problem with doing that, really. I could run from every fight on the way. Once he's dead, he's dead. It's not really a problem. So I could ditch her, but it's kind of a pain, and Terra's pretty similar at this point. Edgar does have safe and slow, and does anyone else have Dispel? Well, I guess she has Dispel, doesn't she? Because she and Shadow have it from Phantom. So, there is Shadow. This would be another option. I'd have to make another trip, which I don't really mind doing, but it is kind of a pain. Cyan, definitely. I mean, Cyan is just... This is the peak of his power in the game. He's a stamina build. He has just a ridiculous amount of health. Dragon hits like a truck. It ignores defense, which is actually an issue against Atmaweapon, because he's good at... I mean, he has like normal magic defense, I think, but above average regular defense, so you'll want things that either bypass defense or are magical, unless you're hitting a weakness really hard. Like Vigor Terra can kind of do it fine if she's morphed, but she needs a lot of support for that, and I don't know that Cyan and Gao would be sufficient support for her. But she wouldn't need the support. She basically would be the support alongside Shadow. And then these two would be doing consistent damage with Shadow chipping in when he can. So that's possible. This party would maybe work. She also has Ice too, so she could hit his weakness, but I don't think that's really worth it compared to everything else she could be doing at this point. She's got the Dispel, she's got Haste and Slow, got Float. I probably wouldn't Berserk anybody in this. You could Berserk Gao, but there's no real point in doing so. She's got Life, she's got Cure, Cure 2, Remedy, which is the other thing. You have to deal with the potential for Mind Blast, which I think Gao can avoid, because if he... Yeah, there are a few things he could rage. If he rages Brain Pan, he doesn't have a lot of status protection, but he's going to be equipping Stray no matter what. because he doesn't have any other choice. So that takes care of Poison Imp and Berserk. What else could he get immunity to? Brain Pan would have immunity to Death, Berserk, and Mute, but not to Confusion. Brain Pan, though, absorbs Fire and Earth, which would get rid of Raise and Quake. It would just make them non-factors. And any other the fractional spells. I can't remember if he has Demi or not, but it would avoid both of those. But it wouldn't avoid the potential to be put to sleep or confused, which is what I'm really worried about there, because losing control is the main problem with Mind Blast. There are other things that would have more status immunities, but I don't know how useful they would be. Ninjas are immune to fire. They have auto haste. They're immune to muddle and stone. So Ninja might not be bad, except it uses water, which that's kind of like whatever. It's not the best rage, but it's not the worst. Let's see, there's also Gargoyle, which absorbs Earth, has Auto Shell, immune to Death, Sleep, and Stop. And it's a healer, but it uses Quake, so everybody would need to be floating all the time, or Gal would risk killing the team. Which is a problem. So there are options here. I don't know necessarily they're the best options. If he had the Blizzard Orb, this would be a lot easier, because there's a lot more he could do. Other option would be to go with Cephalid, which doesn't have any useful immunities, but it is immune to Death, Stone, Blind, and uses a stamina-based attack. Again, though, it's not really super great here. If he were undead, but unfortunately I think most of the undead rages right now are not very good. Let's see here. Let's look at rages that are available before the World of Ruin. Aigu is immune to almost all statuses, but it doesn't do anything particularly useful. Yeah, he's immune to Quake as well, but my concern is not Quake, it would be using him as a healer. But Quake would be something I would have to work around and with everybody else, and Atma can remove float, so I don't really want to risk that. What else have we got? Stray Cat can use Snowball, which is ice damage. That's a weakness. It does block Earth, but it doesn't have any status immunities, so that kind of sucks. Vaporite is immune to Stone, Muddle, and Blind. It's weak to fire, though. I mean, he does have the Tiger Mask, and it has Float and Regen, which isn't bad, but it just uses Blaze, which it's kind of lame. Not really a good choice there. There's also Defender, but that's a physical attacker. It doesn't heal that often. Not really that useful. Crawler doesn't have any status immunities. Atma's immune to Earth. Conjurer it is something. He can set Sap and set Re-Rise. He's immune to Death, Berserk, and Muddle, but if everybody dies except Conjurer, it's kind of bad. Plus, I think he's weak to Raise, because it's part poison, so I wouldn't recommend that either. There's Chicken Lip, but all it does is set slow, and I don't really need somebody doing that, because Cephalid can already set slow on its 1/3, and we've already got people who can cast it, so I don't know about that. The main thing would be getting him immune to all loss of control while still doing something useful, since he's not going to be under control anyway. Cyan has the option to at least use an amulet, because that increases his stamina anyway, removes the main problem, Stone, Berserk, and Muddle, removes loss of control and instant kill from Quake, or from Glare. So that's always going to be an option for everybody as well. So that's a trickier question as to whether Gao is useful and what he should be doing. The most defensive rage would be Brain Pan, because it's gonna do Blowfish most of the time, which that's 1,000 damage, which isn't really that much. But on the other hand, it's not bad. I mean, there are worse things that could be done. There's also Bomb, technically. That seems a little silly. And it doesn't really have any meaningful... It does have Auto Float, which means that Gao would never be in danger of something like Grav Bomb or Quake or anything like that, because he would be Auto Float and then Atma wouldn't be able to remove it. It has Auto Sap, but that can be counteracted with a Life Bell, so he would have Auto Regen. Then he would just be doing his health and damage every turn, which I'm wondering if that works out to be better than Blowfish in the end, because I can't put a... I'd have to put an amulet on him, because he wouldn't have any other status immunities. I would have to put a Life Bell on him, and I'm not sure how well I could... Because I'd almost want to put the Tiger Mask on him, and then he doesn't have any plus HP. So, I don't know. That's a possibility. There's also Gator-Eyed Gaiagira's possibilities. The main threat in the first half really isn't. It's mostly going to be magic, but the main threat in the second half is just that he's going to counterattack with a powerful physical. Shadow can neutralize that by using smoke bombs to put image on everybody, but I'm still not sure. Cyan's main goal is pretty much just sets... Well, he can't set Zap because he has auto regen, but just spam Dragon pretty much. And not die, which he's pretty good at. The main damage sources then would be him, and probably Gao, unless I can't think of a way to use Gao, that would be a problem, and I would have to bring somebody else. And then her goal is just keep him slowed, keep everybody else hasted, re-rise everybody if possible, recast float if needed. She can share and dispel. She can share those duties with Shadow to some extent. And then if nothing else is needed, heal. And revive, I guess. Hopefully we don't need to revive too much, but she should be able to handle that, I think. It would just be have a full defensive setup here, whatever that would be. It's a possibility. Really, I think the main thing is, as long as we have like 2.5 people on offense, which is Cyan, somebody else, maybe not Gao, maybe Gao, because Gao could potentially get in a decent spot, I don't know though. But Cyan for sure, somebody else, and Shadow when necessary. The main thing would be, in Phase 2, I'd want Shadow to throw both of the Ninja Stars that I have. So there's really no point in saving these till the World of Ruin. There are plenty of these in the World of Ruin. By the time you get Shadow back, you have access to a bunch of them. These two are for Atma. Period. And they're for Phase 2 Atma when we want to kill him as fast as possible. So, that's fine. Cyan's fine. He's easily the best damage option that I've got right now, and he's self-sustaining. He's got tons of stamina anyway, so he shouldn't get much from Mind Blast, especially with an amulet on him for the worst parts. So who then? If not Gao, then who? Someone would have to be able to do more damage than Gao, or be safer than Gao. I'm trying to think who could do that. Terra could perhaps do more damage than Gao, but again, that's more of a going into defense thing with Morph, and I don't know if I like that at all. Sabin I don't think is going to be especially good. He could suplex, which is nice, but suplex isn't going to be that strong right now. Setzer, he's a good healer, but I don't think Blackjack, even if I can get Blackjack like 90% of the time, I don't know if that's reliable enough. I really don't think Sketching Flare is going to be of any use. It could be good, but odds are probably it won't be. She could heal, though, So there is that, but I don't think I need more healers is the thing. I think I can get by okay with her. Well, maybe I do, actually. That's the question. So maybe Gao should go out for Terra? I don't know. Cyan is definite. Shadow is obviously stuck there. So I'll have to figure out the rest. First I need to learn all the floating continent rages anyway, so I'm gonna have to do that first, because if I am gonna bring him, then he needs to know all the floating continent rages. I mean, I wonder how much water would actually do. That's a power 100 attack, right? The Ninja Scroll? It's not the actual Ninja Scroll, but it basically is the Ninja Scroll. Yeah, Wave Scroll, so that's a 100 damage attack. It doesn't hit a weakness, but he's not immune to water. So, auto haste, 100 damage water attack. I'd have to look at that and see if that's any good. He also sets clear on people, which that clear is worse than image though. Clear makes magic attacks hit you guaranteed, right? Or did you remove that? I know you removed the Vanish Doom stuff, but does clear status still cause you to get auto hit by magic that you might have otherwise dodged? Because I don't want to do that if that would happen. I really want to use Gao here, and I just don't know quite what to do with him. The only really reliable quote-unquote healer would be Gargoyle. And again, I don't want to risk Quake there. There's also Hornet for slow, but it's physical, that's not good. Don't know what else you would put in there. That's something to think about, I guess. It's unfortunate. He has a lot of really nice World of Ruin rages, but... yeah, Griffin has Razor Leaf and Harvester, which could potentially save us from a bad Mind Blast. Razor Leaf is a 100 damage attack, it's wind, but he's not immune to wind. What about status immunities? Griffin doesn't have any status immunities. It does have auto float though, so it can get hit by Quake. That's a possibility, yeah. So I think she's a probable, if not definite, because we could probably get some decent status immunities from Siren and something else. Or Seraph and something else even. That blocks Sleep, Stone, and Death. What is an amulet block again? Spirit Ring blocks Death, Blind, Poison. I don't care that much about Blind and Poison. But I do care about Stone, Berserk, Muddle. So I think there's some overlap there, but not enough that it would be such a bad thing. Block Stone. They both block Stone, but blocking Sleep, Muddle, Stone, and... yeah, that's actually pretty good. And it would allow her to pop off a re-raise at the very start. Cyan's job is just stack stamina and hit everything. So he can go with the amulet because it raises his stamina anyway. He doesn't really want the hero ring, but he might want this. It's a lot of stamina and a lot of speed. He'd be using 69 stamina with Dragon is pretty good at this point. And Atma can't do anything about it because it's defense ignoring. So that's good. So it's just a question of, do I want Gao? And if I don't, who do I want in his place? He's about as good, maybe, and he's a second image caster with Refract, but that does put Reflect on. And if she's healing, then she's casting Cure, Cure 2, so I don't want an unreflectable. It worked just fine with Setzer, because Setzer's heals are unreflectable, but I don't think it would work as well with him. I I don't foresee Edgar being of any use here. He could jump with an Ice Brand, but I don't think that'd be very good damage, and even if it were, I'm not sure what else he contributes. He's another haste caster, another slow caster. He's got some benefits like that, but other than that, I don't know. I mean, honestly, Saban's not a bad choice, now that I think about it, if I'm looking for someone who just do damage. But if I'm looking for someone who do damage and heal, well, there's Setzer again, if I manage to land all those. If I don't, he's still a healer. He's one of the few people, I think, who can flex between damage and healing really well. He's one of the other options. Although his damage to Atma is just through Ice 2, really, which I don't think he'd be spending a lot of time casting. And I do want somebody who can do offense. Locke doesn't have enough MP because he doesn't have access to Phoenix, so he can't really be a supportive healer. He does have the heals, but I don't think I like the way he would work. Realm doesn't have her heals yet as such, so I just don't know. She could brush heal, but other than that, Now she does have access to, I think, the safe casting brush, but the odds of that are pretty bad. Mog, I don't know that he brings anything useful. If Atma weren't immune to Earth, I would absolutely bring Mog, because I would just have him do Earth Blues, but he is immune to that, so that makes Mog kind of worthless, other than using an Ice Rod, which he could use an Ice Rod as well, and do exactly the same thing, but with more utility, so I don't think Mog is useful. I mean, Gao seems like the right choice with the right rage. It's just a matter of figuring out which one is right. Brain Pan or Griffin, maybe. I have to test out just how strong Griffin's stuff is. Maybe I should do that right now, just against something that I know to have 150 magic defense. What can I get with that? Let's find somebody to... Why don't I just get a fourth party member? That would be wise. Oh, hey! With the hero ring, Setzer has over 1k health. That's pretty good. I'm almost considering that. I just don't know. It's non-elemental, but it is defense ignoring. So maybe Setzer is the call. Except then I'm going to have to hit all those blackjacks, and that's going to be a pain in the ass. Where can I fight something that's got 150 magic defense? I'll have to check, see what I end up running into out here. Let's see what Griffin can do here. Of course, with my luck, I'll run into something that's wind immune. I have a thing that has all the defenses on there, I'm just not looking at it right now. Now I'm probably gonna get quaked. Oh wait, I don't care, Gao can float. Called it. Alright, Gao. Let me see what Razor Leaf does to one target. $500? How much does that chicken whip have? 200 magic defense, so it's hitting a particularly resilient enemy there. Let's try something a little easier. There's bound to be something I'm not thinking of here. Maybe something in the desert. And wait, they probably are immune to wind. So... not that. Something out here. Anyway, I can just blow all the MP I want. Man, Hero Ring Setzer is in pretty good shape in terms of his health and magic reserves. Although a magic cube gives him more MP. Okay, Werewolf and Vulture. Let me see. I think Werewolf might have normal defenses. Let me see here. Yeah, Werewolf has normal defenses, so... And it'll only attack Gao, because dogs hate him. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, of course he'd use Harvester instead. Let's see how that works, though, first. Okay, that's a nice heal, for what it is. And it restores all status, too. So, oh, please don't get... Ah! Why did I even equip that katana? Okay, so... Setzer right now is 10 Seraph, 5 Shoat. Celeste is 10 Seraph, or 6 Shoat. Or 5 Shoat, no. Celeste is... I think, 10 Seraph, 6 Siren, something like that. Cyan is straight Kieran. Gao, I think, has 3 unspent ELs. Yeah. So, 13 in Stray and then 12 in Fenrir is what I'm thinking. So he's sitting on some extras. I could spend them and respec later, but I don't want to do that unless I'm pretty sure I want to respec somebody. Okay, werewolves. And we've got a side attack, so we'll kill one. Griffin, let's try this. Okay, that's respectable. 1,000. It's better than Brain Pan. The 1/3 is more valuable. Has the potential to recover from a really bad Mind Blast. Yeah, they would, but I just don't really want to spend them, I don't know. I mean, it would be helpful, but it wasn't a bad heal as it was. And he's not really the primary healer. He would just be there as a top-off guy. I guess she would be the primary healer. Would be nice to have Shell, which is a problem. Terra offers that, she doesn't. Yeah, she does not. And then somebody who has access to Zone Seek would be able to shell the whole party. That would be useful. Because for the most part, full force or full power, whatever it's called, can be avoided with image and being in the back row, which basically everybody can do. Yeah, that's true. It mostly uses what? Quake, Flare. So maybe Shell's not really important. Re-Rise is more important, which she's got and Shadow's got, and she can summon, so I don't necessarily need Setzer there because she can do it instead. He can't really do anything useful yet in terms of summoning, but... And what could I bring with him? Don't really need to have water damage, I don't think he uses that, so it would just be Kieran, which isn't good. Isn't bad. His other option would be more stamina, that's not really that great either, but... I would almost be tempted to say... to bring him anyway. Not you. You. Maybe. I'll think about it, but I need to go get his other rages, so I'm not in any hurry on this. So we will land, save, and then I'll go get those later. It's kind of a difficult question, though. I think Griffin Gao has a place. And it does give me both damage and healing. He's a little fragile, but... I mean, Shadow's gonna be fragile, he's gonna be fragile, and the other two, whoever they are not. Because Cyan's a rock. Either her or Terra is pretty good. I don't know. We'll see. But I just need to figure out the best way to handle him. It will definitely involve spamming Dragon at him. But beyond that, who will be doing damage, I don't know. Shadow can't be doing exclusively damage. Because if he were, then he wouldn't be doing his other stuff. And I definitely want him to... I want him to do damage, but I don't want him to exclusively do damage, because smoke bombing is going to be like his primary priority, and maybe reapplying haste, although I have Slim Jims, so that would be probably preferable to using haste the spell. But I would have at least one haste caster, probably two, maybe three, depending on who I bring, so that's pretty well covered. Somebody who can slow... do I have somebody who can slow? Oh, I can't recall if I brought somebody. Well, I absolutely need somebody who can slow. Shadow can dispel. Celeste can dispel. Nobody else can really do it. Oh, she can slow? Yeah, I couldn't remember if she has it or not. So she's got slow and haste. That's good. She's a good call. Shadow's got haste. He's got smoke bombs, which is his primary thing. He's got re-rise. Well, actually, he may not have re-rise. I don't remember if he has learned it yet. But she's got it and could set it through the Seraph Summon. That's a possibility. Other than that, I don't know. So I will have to think about that some more and decide what to do after I learn those rages and all that. And yeah, Griffin does seem like the call, though. Yeah, Edgar is an option. I just don't know what he's gonna do, because the tools he has are not good right now, at least not for a magic build. He could, you know, jump with an ice brand, but that's about all I can think of, and I just don't know if I'm sold on that without the Nirvana band for him to actually boost the power. I feel like that's going to be a lot better in the World of Ruin when he has the flash and he can jump with a magic sword with double booster effect. I just don't know what he can do against Atma. He does have Cure 2. Yeah, I understand that, but it just seems kind of inconsistent, but it is a possibility. And he is reasonably bulky. He has, like, what is it? I can't remember, like 6 unicorn levels or something. He's not bad. I'll have to think about this. I mean, Setzer remains a competitive possibility. He's got a full party heal that's unreflectable, but he doesn't really offer any utility outside of re-rise. He can do damage if I land it. He can heal, and he can do defense ignoring damage if I keep landing Blackjack. But he would pretty much just be straight damage, straight healing, and the occasional maybe re-rise if it's needed. Other than that, he doesn't have any specific utility. But between Celeste and Shadow, I think I might have enough. But then he would be taking Gao's spot, which Griffin seems like it could be workable. As long as I dispel the shell, then if he's hitting for around 1,000 against 150 magic defense, that's okay. That's pretty decent. He's floating, so he won't ever get hit by Quake. And he can heal and might, you know, save from Mind Blast, so he seems really valuable. And Cyan is just a lock. There's no way that anybody else is probably going to be doing consistent damage without needing to really worry about him. He's very unlikely to die to much of anything. he's extremely resilient. He's got tons of stamina. If he has regen on, he's going to be getting a ton of it back, so all he has to do is basically drag in every single round. Okay, well, I will get some thought into that, but for now, I'm going to stop. I might come back later with a different game. We'll see.